We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
China, Iran, volcanoes, and more. Oh my. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. China sent out police in force to prevent renewed protests against Beijing's zero-COVID policy. Demonstrations, some calling for President Xi Jinping's resignation, spread to cities across the country over the weekend. There were small protests Monday evening in several cities in defiance of the threatened crackdown. Local authorities in some areas eased restrictions, but didn't cite the protests or criticism of zero COVID. The city government of Beijing said it would stop erecting gates to keep people out of apartment complexes where infections have been confirmed. The White House response has been tepid at best, calling China's zero-COVID strategy ineffective, and said China's citizens have the right to peacefully protest. Iranian Major General Hossein Salami, the commander-in-chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, warned people to stop anti-government protests in eastern Iran, where the country's military has cracked down particularly hard following 2 months of unrest. We will definitely turn this huge sedition scene into a burial ground for the policies of America, Israel, and its allies, Salami said, stopping short of repeating other Iranian officials' offers of amnesty, but saying that deceived people will return to the lap of the nation if they stop demonstrating. At least 440 people have died in clashes with security forces since the protests began after Mahina Amini died in police custody. Iran has also protested U.S. soccer's social media post showing an altered image of Iran's flag without the emblem of the Islamic Republic, as the U.S. and Iranian teams prepared for a crucial World Cup match that determined whether the U.S. men's team could advance. U.S. Soccer told CNN on Sunday that it changed the official Iranian flag image for 24 hours in support of the women in Iran fighting for basic human rights, always planning to put the original flag back up later. Iranian media called for the U.S. to be booted from the 2022 FIFA World Cup for posting a distorted image of the flag of the Islamic Republic, which Iranian media said violated the global soccer governing body's charter. Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano is erupting for the first time in 38 years after the longest dormant period on record. The U.S. Geological Survey said the eruption began at 11:30 p.m. local time inside the summit caldera. The USGS said lava flows pose no imminent threat to communities down the slope, but residents were urged to review emergency plans in case that changes. Experts believe the eruption will stay inside Mauna Loa's northeast rift, although winds could send volcanic gas, ash, and Pele's hair, thin glass fibers formed during eruptions and named after Hawaiian volcano deity Pele, into other areas. Walt Disney's new movie Strange World brought in a disappointing $18.6 million in ticket sales over a long Thanksgiving holiday weekend that started on Wednesday. The latest release was the entertainment giant's second straight animated flop after this summer's Lightyear. Disney did have a bigger bomb in March 2021, Raya and the Last Dragon, but that was largely due to the thinning of movie theater audiences due to the coronavirus pandemic. Before that, it had been more than 10 years since Disney's animated division had a theatrical opening as dismal as Strange Worlds, according to the Wall Street Journal. The poor performance of 2 consecutive animated films shows that returning CEO Bob Iger faces a theatrical environment far harsher to animated releases than the one he left in 2020, according to the Wall Street Journal. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.